What happens when you crash with the post in FC25? I remember a few months ago EA was hyping up this new addition to FC25 where players would have an animation if they hit the posts. Maybe you didn't know about this yet because obviously it is pretty rare to hit the post in the game. It doesn't happen very often. So obviously I just kept running into the post to see if I would get injured or if there's gonna be any more animations, and I found out eventually that there is quite a few different types of animations for hitting the post. They don't have the same one all the time. It depends on how you're pretty much hitting it, but you're going to be seeing quite a few different ways of the players literally touching the post to avoid an injury. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that if the players would hit the post, they would pick up a bad injury. And after quite a while, I'm not sure if this is an injury because of the posts or if it's because of one of the tackles. Maybe you can let me know in the comment section if you think this was because of the post or not, but either way, it's gonna be pretty painful because getting injured in this game doesn't happen very often either. It's also worth to mention that this year they've actually made the water bottles movable again. Last year you would just go straight through them and nothing would happen, and it's also worth to mention quickly that if you hit the towels, yeah, it's just gonna be laying there. Maybe next year they're gonna be movable as well. Either way, I really like the fact that players are actually interacting with things around the stadium. For example, if they run over to the ad boards, they're gonna be avoiding literally going over it. I mean, if you go in too much speed, you're literally gonna be disappearing behind the ad boards, which is kind of funny. On the topic of injuries, guys, today I'm gonna try to see what's the worst possible injury you can get in player career mode. Now I'm gonna be going with a player that has been known to be a bit injured during his career, and that is R9 Ronaldo. By the way, I literally just finished a live stream on my second channel 2S7 where I'm doing a live stream series of Henry. I'm testing out the new Icon player career mode. Go ahead and check out that live stream after you've been watching this video because that is a brand new series that I'm really excited about. Anyway, R9 Ronaldo, let's get into it, and yeah, we have to get him to Inter. Obviously, this is where he got a pretty bad injury or a few injuries during his career, so there we go. It's too bad that they're called Lombardia this year.
I just want to say, welcome to the new faces joining us. Today marks the first step in their journey to becoming a regular on this squad. Welcome.
So the first thing we have to do right here, which is very important, is that we need to tweak the settings a little bit. Let's go further down until we find the injury frequency. This is obviously going to be pushed up quite a bit. You know, we're going to try to get some injuries from tackles, but also just from running as well. So I guess we can just start it at 99. But the next one is what's the most important, and that is the severity of the injury, because this decides how bad the injury is going to be. Last year when doing this, I found out that the maximum injury possible was 7 months with an ACL injury. Obviously, there's been injuries that's worse than that in football, which has kept players out for literally years, or in this case, ruined careers. Obviously, R9 still had a good career, but imagine how much better he could be if it wasn't for injuries. So right now we are here with the first match day, and I guess we're just gonna find out in the first game here what happens, or what's the worst injury you get from just running around and, you know, pulling a muscle or something. Hopefully, it's gonna be more than 3 months, which was the maximum I got last year for a non-contact injury. So here we have Ronaldo, just gonna be running around in a little bit, and we should be able to get an injury at any moment. I mean, we are literally having the injury settings on maximum. It might be a little bit more difficult this year to actually get an injury while running, because we have now been going around for about 18 minutes, and we have literally got the setting on maximum, but there is nothing happening. I mean, we're still completely fine here. Lots of pace and all of that, but I mean, just look at R9, by the way. This guy is honestly a cheat code on this game. Oh, there we go. We have gone down, and I apologize if this is triggering to anyone, because this is R9 Ronaldo at Inter getting injured again. That was obviously a contact injury as well, and it seems like, you know, he's back up on his feet. So I think it's much harder to get injuries this year because I've been running around for 3 matches in a row. I guess we're gonna look at our messages then, see what's gonna be happening. And there we go, we have an injury, but is it a bad one? It's just 5 days with a bruised elbow. Now this is really surprising, guys, because obviously right now I'm having the worst settings on. You know, we have 99 in injuries, 99 in frequency, severity, and we just got a 5 day. I think this year it's actually difficult to get injured.
Teammates are
Oh my god, this guy is unbelievable. Nah, guys. I mean, this is only world-class difficulty right now, but he's honestly unstoppable. Wow. Oh, there we go. That is a little bit of a worse one, I think. And yeah, he's gonna have to come out. This is a bad injury. Finally, I mean, I've been playing like 5-6 matches, and still, I'm not getting injured while just running around anymore. I don't know if it's a glitch, if it's just happening with my game or what, but before you would honestly get injured after a second if you put the settings on maximum. But I guess this year you might have to get contact injuries. Anyway, we have obviously been subbed off right away, so this is a much worse injury. Let's just go ahead and simulate the rest. As you can see now, we have the ambulance logo, and that is a good sign for us in this video, because yeah, that means that he is not doing so great. Let's take a look at the comments. Is there any news about this injury, by the way? I'm wondering if yeah, look at that. Ronaldo said wasn't in the game today. I don't know if that is the right thing to put, because it says Lombardi's manager made the right call to sub him out. Yeah, so they're not actually covering injuries. I really wish, you know, EA was a little bit more specific with these. And look at that! We've just received a 5-month injury, and it's an ACL. That is interesting. I've never heard that an ACL gives you just 5 months. I'm pretty sure last year that was the worst injury with 7 months. At this point, it was time to ask the subscribers what has been your worst injury, and I think this guy who got a 10-month ACL injury takes the record. But that was all the way back in FIFA 21. At this point in FC 24, the worst injury you can get is up to 211 days or 7 months for an ACL injury. I think they've actually nerfed the ACL injuries. You're not going to be out for 7 months anymore. That is an interesting one, guys. I don't know if this is the worst injury this year on the game, or maybe they've actually added one that is even worse. Anyway, this has taken me so much longer than I was planning, so if you guys want, I'll make a video what's the worst injury possible on this game. Leave a like if you want to see that video very soon, and I'll go ahead and collect, you know, many people to try this at the same time, so we can find out what is the worst possible injury, because surely there's one that's gonna give you more than 5 months. Let's go for 5,000 likes on this video and subscribe to the channel for more.